everybody, welcome back. Happy Valentine's Day to ye who celebrate Valentine's Day, and happy singles awareness day. Single awareness day? Anyway, who cares? Happy Valentine's Day. I'm wearing pink Valentine's Day dress. It's got like a little heart in the back. I think it's cute. I'm ready for Valentine's Day. So when you're a person who reads a lot, most commonly you don't really have a significant other. They mostly exist in book form and not in real life. And you want to spend your time with the book boyfriend or the book girlfriend or whatever. And I think that's pretty cool. Today I'm going to be recommending some books for Valentine's Day, or any day, but Valentine's Day just happens to be now. These are some books that I think have really, really cute ships in them. These aren't necessarily my favorite ships in the whole entire world because I wanted to get books that focused more on the couple than the plot, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I ship Jason Clary from The Mortal Instruments, but the focus is on something completely different, so I'm not going to be recommending those books because that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is so you're not lonely on Valentine's Day. Last Valentine's Day, I actually spent the day reading Harry Potter in my pajamas, and it was the best thing in the whole entire world. I would highly recommend it. Harry Potter's not a very romantic or whatever book, but it's still really good. So if you want to just read Harry Potter, I say Harry Potter. Okay, so the first books that I'm going to recommend, I've recommended about 8 billion times. I know it's getting old. I just cannot stress enough how much these books, one of them in particular, mean to me. Like, okay, so I'm just gonna recommend Stephanie Perkins books. I do not have Anna and the French Kiss with me right now because someone's borrowing it, but I have these two. These ones are very good also. They're not as good, personally to me, as Anna and the French Kiss, but they're still really good. I would rate my favorite, it would go Anna, and then Isla, and then Lola. But I don't hate Lola or anything, that's my preference. These books are really, really cute. The whole entire focus of the book obviously isn't on the couple, but like, it's really cute and it makes you really happy, and they're just really good books, and they're super easy to read. You could probably read them in a day. You could finish it on Valentine's Day. So I say these books are really good. There's kind of an order to them. You're kind of supposed to read it Anna, then Lola, then Isla. Like, you don't have to, but it's kind of better if you do, but you don't have to. It's not like a series. They just kind of go together, if that makes sense. Next, we have Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. This book I just read. I'm not going to read it again for Valentine's Day. I want to read Anna, but I don't have Anna. This book is about this girl, and she's in college, and she meets this guy, and it's not the focus of the book, but the ships in these books are really cute. They're really cute together, and it's cute, and you should read it. I know a lot of people have read this book already, but Levi and Kath are the dream team. Okay, this book has a bigger focus than just the romance, but it is a really big part of it, and that is The Selection by Kiara Cass. This book is about this girl who's chosen to compete for the crown. Basically, 35, I believe, girls go to the castle and they meet the prince, and they kind of have to compete for the crown just by being there. You go to parties and you have fancy dresses and you do all the stuff. And while it is not the main focus of the book, once again, well, it kind of is actually if she's trying to become princess, queen person. The ship is really cute. I really like these books because they're really easy to read, and they're just cute. I like them, and I think you should read them for all the good feelings on Valentine's Day. Next, I would like to recommend Morgan Matson's books, but specifically Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, just because this one is more coupley, I think, than the other books. Like, they all have, I don't know why I keep looking over here, I'm sorry. Like, they all have couples in them, but this one is more them, if that makes sense. Like, it's just Amy and Roger mostly. This book is about a girl, and she has to go on this road trip because she's moving, and so her mother has already moved, and she's supposed to take the car and drive it all the way across the country, and she goes with this boy named Roger because he offered to drive and stuff, and so they're on this road trip, and it's really fun, and it's really cute, and I really liked it. I really like Morgan Matson. You can also read Morgan Matson's other books, but this one I think is the most coupley, probably. So, okay, this book isn't necessarily like a couple kind of thing. Like, it kind of is, but it's not really like a couple. It's just like a good book for Valentine's Day. I don't know. I read this book really quickly, and that is The Duff by Cody Keplinger? I'm gonna say Keplinger. Basically, it's about this girl named Bianca, and she's known as the Duff in her group, which is like the ugly, nobody wants you person. It's the designated ugly fat friend, I believe is what it stands for. And she's like, oh, so this guy named Wesley calls her the Duff, and she gets really upset about it and ends up kissing him somehow. I know that doesn't really make any sense. And then she hates him, but then she's like in a relationship with him, and it like doesn't make any sense, but it's funny and it's easy to read, and like, yeah. This is probably for old, I wouldn't say like you have to be like super old to read it, but definitely not if you're like 5. Not if you're like 10, don't read this book. But like if you're like a teenager, a middle to older teenager, I would say read this because it's pretty good. Next we have Just One Day by Gail Forman. This book actually, oh, bookmark. This book actually just has 2 books. It's not even a series. It's like a, what's it called? A companion novel. So it's Just One Day and Just One Year is a companion novel, and then there's a novella. It's called, what's it called? Just One Night, and it's like after both of these. You don't have to read both of them, you could read just this one. This is about a girl, she goes to Europe and she's traveling around, and she realizes she does not want to stay with this group she's traveling with. She really wants to go to Paris just for one day, just one day. She really wants to go, and this guy she meets on the train convinces her to go. And they travel around Paris together, and it's really cute, and then something happens, and it's really good, and you should read it if you really want cutesy stuff, because it's really good. And then maybe you'll end up reading the next one, and then the novella. I know someone who like didn't read the novella because she didn't want to, but like honestly, read the novella. Like if you're like not okay with the end of this book and then you don't want to read the book that goes with it, then read the novella. Like if you're not going to read the other book, just read the novella. It's really good. It's really good. Just trust me. Read the novella afterwards. How many times did I just say novella? Okay, next I would like to recommend just any book by Sarah Dessen. I chose Just Listen in this case, but honestly, they're all pretty good. I really like all of them. I also really like The Truth About Forever, but I don't actually own a physical copy of it. I just have the Kindle version. Sarah Dessen always just writes really good books, and they're always about finding yourself plus meeting some guy or whatever, so like that's not the main focus of the book, but there's still that element and it's really cute. I really like Just Listen a lot. It's probably one of my favorites of hers, but I also, once again, really like The Truth About Forever. Sarah Dessen books are really good, really easy to read. They cute, man. You should read them. Okay, next is a book that I really love, and it is My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This was the first book I read by Huntley Fitzpatrick. I've read one of her other books. This book reminds me super hardcore of the Weasley family mixed with like Romeo and Juliet, which like sounds really stupid and confusing, but just listen, okay? This book is about a girl and her mother is really strict and she really does not like her neighbors. And the neighbors is this gigantic family. I don't remember how many people are in the family, but I want to say like 9 or something. It's like crazy. So that's what, it's Weasleys. So Samantha, the girl, meets Jace, this guy. So Samantha, the girl who lives with her mother, ends up meeting this guy named Jace who lives next door, and it's really cute because she's so used to having the super strict lifestyle and her mother hates the neighbors. She's not allowed to hang out with them or anything, and she ends up hanging out with them, and it's like the Weasley family. It's just mass chaos all the time, and it's so good, and it's so cute, and it's really, I love it. I love it so much. It's really good. Romeo and Juliet and the Weasleys combined. It's cute, just trust me, it's really good. Really good. And lastly, I'm just going to recommend To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han and the sequel P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. A third one is coming out soon, which is so exciting, but so far we only have these two, which normally contemporaries don't really have sequels, but I'm happy these have sequels. These are really good books. These books are about this girl. She writes letters to boys she has crushes on, and then she doesn't send them. She just keeps them in a box, and she just lets the feelings die away. But one day, all those letters get sent out to everyone she's ever written them to, and she basically ends up pretending to date this boy named Peter for reasons, and it's just so cute, so funny, so just nice. It's so good. The second book is also amazing. It's so good. I'm not gonna say what it's about, obviously, but like the first book is really good. The second book is really good. The third one's probably gonna be really good. They're just really, really cute, really good. Trust me, I love these books so much. They're so good. I know I've said that 12 times. Like, you should read these. Like, if anything, I'd probably recommend these the most, or Anna and the French Kiss. Obviously, Anna's always gonna be first, but other than that, I'd say probably these the most, and then My Life Next Door. That's the order. So yes, I would recommend it going Anna, and then To All the Boys I Loved Before, and then My Life Next Door, and then any other book. I mean, obviously, if you're not gonna read Anna, you could read other Stephanie Perkins books. It doesn't matter to me, but like, Anna's really good. Just saying. I know. I've never said that before, huh? Okay, so those are all of the books that I recommend for the Valentine's Day. I hope everyone has a great Valentine's Day, whether you're spending it with someone or you're just eating a bunch of food and reading or watching TV or doing whatever. I hope it's a fun day for you. Those were all of the ships, not all of them, but those were some cutesy books that I would recommend for Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below saying what you're gonna do for Valentine's Day, or if you read any of these books and you liked them or something, okay? Thank you so much, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!